Our next story is also from the US. President Joe Biden is reportedly set to make a power move. He's going to wade into a political controversy and try to make a play for votes. The controversy involves two steel companies, America's US Steel and Japan's Nippon Steel. US Steel is an institution. It was America's first billion-dollar company. It once dominated the American steel industry, but in recent years, it lost its edge, falling down the global pecking order. So last year, US Steel started looking for a buyer and settled on Japan's Nippon Steel. But this started a political firestorm. It was seen as America capitulating, handing over a prized asset to the Japanese. The ground reality did not matter. It became a matter of pride. So Joe Biden is now planning to block the deal, apparently citing national security risks. Here's our report.
I believe in American steel companies. American-owned and operated steel companies.
Upon taking office, I will invoke the Defense Production Act wherever it's necessary to very quickly ramp up capacity of essential products, and I will stop Japan from buying United States steel.
U.S. Steel is an historic American company, and it is vital for our nation to maintain strong American steel companies, and I couldn't agree more with President Biden. U.S. Steel should remain American-owned and American-operated.
There's finally something all American politicians seem to agree on: that U.S. Steel cannot be sold, not even to staunch allies like the Japanese. Japan's Nippon Steel is inches away from completing the takeover. It had announced its plans to buy US Steel last December. It overcame a number of regulatory hurdles. But it hasn't managed to clear the biggest hurdle: American politics. Ever since Nippon Steel set its sights on US Steel, it has been facing pushback from Joe Biden and the Democrats. Under him, the US Justice Department opened an antitrust investigation into the merger, even though the company itself had no problem with the takeover. US Steel shareholders overwhelmingly wanted to go ahead with the deal. They believed that the takeover could breathe new life into the company, open the gates to investments at its existing plants, and revitalize the grand old behemoth. But despite this, you have the politicians getting in the way, because it's not about business anymore. No politician wants to be seen as giving away an American legacy, not even to the Japanese, who are quite annoyed with all the interference. But the US is an essential ally, so they're keeping their mouths shut and waiting to see how it unfolds. But they may be in for some disappointment, because Biden looks set to go for the kill switch. He may declare the takeover a national security risk. But the real risk is not security, it's political. Because you see, the workers at US Steel are unionized. They're part of the United Steelworkers Union, which claims to be almost 800,000 strong. A lot of union members will be voting in November.
Are you ready to elect Kamala Harris, our next president of the United States?
US Steel is based in the state of Pennsylvania, which is a crucial swing state, so angering these union members is not an option. Both the Democrats and the Republicans are vying for their vote, which is why you saw Trump and Biden and Harris all agreeing on the same thing. They all believe that stopping the Nippon Steel-US Steel merger will get them votes, and it actually might. But this reeks of hypocrisy. This is supposed to be America, land of the free, or rather the free market. So how is it okay for politicians to undermine a company's shareholders? Whatever happened to the great capitalist dream, where only market forces dictated which companies lived or died? It's a classic case of American double standards. American governments of all hues will berate the world, criticize any interventionism, or so-called unfair market practices. But when it's the Oval Office on the line, suddenly government overreach isn't a problem. Free market forces be damned.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.